Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. You're looking kinda cute. Are you by any chance into feet? Well, how about my feet? Perfect! Welcome to Pokemon Facts, Easter Eggs, and Trivia. I'm your host, Alex Ogloza, and today, I'm going to try to teach you something about the Pokemon series that you didn't already know. So sit down, buckle up, and let's do this. We don't get to see a whole lot of action from Slowpoke and its brethren in the Pokemon franchise. Barring the second movie, of course. So, some of you might be surprised to learn that a number of Japanese art depictions of Slowpoke show that they have the same striped bellies that Slowbro and Slowking do. Oh, and in case you didn't know, it takes Slowpoke a whopping 5 whole seconds to feel pain when under attack. 5! Did you know that the makers of Pokemon didn't create Riolu until a month before its release in Japan? Actually, it seems like this whole evolution line caused some trouble for the Pokemon staff. Diamond and Pearl director Junichi Masuda noted in an interview that Lucario's name was one of the most difficult for the staff to create due to their desire to make Lucario appealing to both Japanese and American audiences. If you're wondering why they cared so much about the fans' reception of Lucario, it probably had something to do with the 8th Pokemon movie coming out and, I don't know, starring Lucario. There's a long-standing rumor that Jynx, Electabuzz, and Magmar were at one time considered to be the legendary trio of Kanto. While there is absolutely zero official evidence surrounding this matter, and I mean zero, supporters of the theory point to a handful of facts in their defense. One of the more compelling reasons comes from the idea that Jynx learns Ice Punch, Electabuzz Thunder Punch, and Magmar Fire Punch, which, if not for Hitmonchan's ability to learn all three, would have been these Pokemon's signature moves in Generation 1. That, and the fact that they share the same typings with the eventual legendary trio, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. I've also read some people support this idea through the fact that all three of them can learn the move Psychic. All three of them come after each other in the Pokedex, and the fact that they seem to have more detail put into their characters. I don't know. Speaking of elemental punches though, by Generation 4, Gastly, yes, Gastly, think about that, Gastly, could be taught all 3 of the elemental punches. What? Something else that's pretty weird in the franchise is the fact that Nuzleaf, despite anime depictions proving otherwise, cannot learn Grass Whistle in-game. Why they keep showing that, I have no idea. Have you ever taken a serious look at Volbeat and Illumise? Like, don't you think they seem like they could have been part electric type? Well, a Nintendo Power issue that came out before Ruby and Sapphire's release stated that Volbeat and Illumise were bug electric. Was it incorrectly reported, or were their typings changed last minute? Who knows? So, the guy who made Mewtwo in the anime, Dr. Fuji, is also the father of Amber. You know, that little girl you see at the beginning of Mewtwo Strikes Back? Well, it's thought that Dr. Fuji was most likely inspired by Dr. Tenma from Astro Boy, since both scientists lost their child and attempt to recreate them through science. Oh yeah, and they look really similar. Ooh, remember Misty's foxy sisters? Ever thought that their hair was strange? In Pocket Monsters the animation, it's mentioned that Daisy, Lily, and Violet's natural hair colors are actually black, and that their blonde, pink, and blue hairdos are actually just wigs that they wear during their shows. The character Surd from the Pokemon Adventures manga gets her appearance from the Team Rocket admin card of the trading card game. Also, Surd and her teammates bear similarities in their designs to various fictional monsters. In Surd's case, her design is pulled from Dracula, while Carr and Orm, her 2 teammates, are based on the werewolf and Frankenstein's monster, respectively. Dude, Marlon is buff as f***, but did you notice that he has an extremely uneven tan? His upper body is super dark, while his waist, just above his swimsuit, and his feet are really pale. Finally, let's bring it back to the real world. The island north of Sinnoh where Stark Mountain lays is mentioned to not be part of Sinnoh, but what region it is a part of is never actually stated. In real life, this island corresponds to the Kuril Islands, an area that used to belong to Japan but was relinquished following the nation's loss in World War II, making this a cool little nod to Japan's history. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Pokemon Feet. If you liked it, feel free to let me know with a like or a comment. Both of those are pretty freaking amazing. And if you think you could put up with me again, maybe even hit that subscribe button. I don't know, optional, but it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this week. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope to see you next time on another episode of Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokemon?
Foot. Beedrill. Foot.